Today we are joined by Republican Congressman Tom Emmer. Congressman, thank you so much for coming and joining us.
Thanks for having me, Kim.
We are happy to have you here. So I have to ask you the most pressing question first. What is your favorite thing to eat at the fair?
Favorite thing to eat at the fair is anything on a stick.
Ooh. Anything?
Yep, and then wash it down with Minnesota milk.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. I like it. Well, we know that you support the farmers, so they're going to like to hear that too. Let's talk transportation.
Yes, ma'am.
Transportation, I know it's an issue that you are very passionate about. In Minnesota, we have a lot of communities that are expanding, but our roads really are not keeping up the pace. So what are you doing to help solve that problem?
Well, Kim, there's a whole bunch of people, forget for a second, if you can, in our current society, Democrat, Republican, there's a whole bunch of elected folks that are representing their communities in Washington and in St. Paul that know we have to do something about our transportation infrastructure. For people from Delano, Minnesota like myself, it's a little personal. There's a stretch of road from basically Maple Plain, Minnesota to Delano called Highway 12.
The corridor of death, it's also known as.
It is the corridor of death. It is the most dangerous stretch of road in Minnesota. You can look at the statistics. The roadbed, I've been told, dates back to the 1930s. All right? This is a road that kind of falls in the dead zone between MnDOT's operation up in Baxter and MnDOT's operation down in the cities. But more importantly, it's been in a dead zone for the legislators and the members of Congress here in Minnesota for a long time, and it's got to change. We're going to ask Dean Phillips to work with us, the current commissioner of Minnesota Department of Transportation. Margaret Anderson Kelleher is actually invested in trying to get something done. We're going to try and fix it because I don't know that people here know it, but it gets very personal when you lose not just great contributing members of society, but young high school kids.
Yes.
And we lost another one, Marlena Dietrich, just a few months ago on that same stretch of road that we should have done something about long before now. So hopefully, been trying to convince Secretary Chao, you got to come to Minnesota and see what we're dealing with. Hopefully, you're having us on and talking about this important issue. We'll encourage her to come personally. She sent a deputy secretary already, which was great. But they need to get here and see what we're dealing with.
You represent the 6th district, which is St. Cloud, Elk River, Monticello area. I know 94 every morning when we talk about traffic jams. 94 in the Albertville area is always jammed. It's the first one to get jammed. What's being done to sort of try to alleviate some of those problems?
Well, the Corridors of Commerce program here in the state has been very helpful, adding lanes on 94 from essentially Plymouth out past Maple Grove and Albertville. We're working on it in Washington, D.C. You're going to need more lanes on that stretch of highway all the way to St. Cloud. It's the busiest thoroughfare from Chicago to Washington State. It's about moving people. It's about moving product safely. It's about our economy.
Okay, well, Representative Tom Emmer, thank you so much for joining us, and enjoy the fair.
Thank you, Kim.
All right.
And thank all these people.
Yes, thank you for coming in.